If you think the Bible is boring and outdated, that's because you haven't read it yet. Take this example from Mark chapter 2. It's about four friends who bring their paralyzed friend to Jesus for healing, and things get completely off the rails by the end of it. This paralyzed guy, we're going to call him Matt. It's the 1st century AD. Wheelchairs don't get invented for another 1,500 years unless you want to be crawling around on your hands, dragging your feet behind you like you're some sort of seal. You're not getting around without help. Luckily, this guy has 4 friends who are willing to carry him everywhere. So Jesus comes into town, and by this point, he's got a reputation for healing people. Now, Matt's 4 friends look at each other, and they're like, hey, if I take him to get healed, we don't have to carry him around anymore. So they go home, they pick Matt up, they're going to go to where Jesus is staying and bring him over for healing. They get to the house where Jesus is teaching, but there's a problem. There are people everywhere. It is crowded. There are people blocking the doors. There's people blocking the windows. You couldn't even get in the house even if you weren't carrying somebody. So what do? You can't go through it. You go over it. These guys climb on top of the roof and start digging a hole in the roof of this house. Now, can you imagine for a second being the homeowner of this house? I mean, you invite Jesus over. He's a cool guy. This is going to be interesting. And now there are people all over the place. And somebody is digging you a skylight that you didn't order. So Matt's friends get done with their DIY roof renovation, and they lower Matt down onto the floor where Jesus is teaching right in front of him. And Jesus looks down at Matt, looks up at the friends, looks down at Matt, and he says, "Your sins are forgiven." Pay attention because this is important. Saying that your sins are forgiven is a way bigger deal than it might seem, because in that day in Jewish culture, it was believed that anytime that you were sick or injured or paralyzed, it was because of your sin. So whether that was true or not, Matt was walking around with this guilt of everyone being able to look at him and say, I wonder what he did. How did he sin so badly that now he's paralyzed? For Jesus to say, your sins are forgiven, that must have been a huge weight off of his shoulders. Now the Pharisees chime in, and these guys are like the Twitter of modern day. They're just sitting there like, you can't do that. Only God can forgive sins. What are you doing? Jesus' response to this is great. I'm going to read it directly from the Bible. It says, which is easier, to say to the paralytic, your sins are forgiven, or to say, rise, take up your bed, and walk? But that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins, I say to you, rise, pick up your bed, and go home. And that's exactly what Matt does. He gets up, picks up his bed, probably looks like a chicken because he hasn't been doing leg day, and he walks out the front door. The moral of the story is the Bible is awesome, and don't ever give up on getting to Jesus. If you like this story, go home, pick up a Bible, and read it for yourself. Heck, read the whole thing. And if you like my storytelling, come back, leave me a comment, and let me know what story you want me to see me cover next.